Hello, how are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. Now, on today's video, I'm going to be expanding on the dangers of publicly posting a man that you're not married to. I've been seeing a lot of young girls, influencers, celebrities doing this mistake. And guys, I don't want to say much, but for me, I honestly think that we are still living in a patriarchal society where a lot of standards and credits are given to men. A bar is lowered when it comes to men, but for women, you will be criticized. For instance, a man can leak his pictures where he's naked, and a lot of people would laugh and they wouldn't mind him. They will not even remember him. But whereas as a woman, you can leak your pictures naked, and a lot of people will come at you. They would even look for you and find you and post your pictures everywhere. And time again, your pictures will resurface and they will talk about you. You remember the whole scandal of that lady who was doing things at church. I think it was a school. She had a whole church uniform on, and she was getting it done with that man. Remember who trended the most? Remember who was trending? It was a woman, right? Not the man. They looked for pictures of that woman, and I don't know if it's her pictures really, because like they were too far, and people started looking for women who were dressed like her, and they took a picture and they said, this is her, this is her face. And like okay, wabantu shame, she was trending for like the longest time. And time again, those pictures of that girl will resurface. Even after 10 years, internet guys does not forget. I think it's foolishness to publicly post a man that you're not married to. Look at the scales. Who is it benefiting here? Because a man can post you and still get married to another woman, and he would not be reminded of, oh, when you posted so and so years back. No. But as when it comes to a woman, you will always be remembered for ukuthi you were posting with usor and so. For instance, Untando, if she ever moves on with her life, she will always be remembered as Untando Kapesh. She will always be remembered for that. And there's this other girl, or who likes to post her videos when she's training, and she is dating that guy, and that guy would pick her up, you understand, and they would do all sort of things. I think she goes by the name of Lungile, and that guy is Junior, if I'm not too mistaken. Girl, you better pray that man marries you. You better pray that happens. And this is not coming out of a place of judging, but Lungile, you better pray that man marries you. Because you have countless videos and pictures of this man lifting you, spanking your bums in front of the cameras and doing all sort of things in front of the cameras. Imagine if you are not getting married to that guy. Imagine the future humiliation your husband is gonna receive. Because every now and again, you are gonna be reminded that you were once with Junior. So you have to really look at the long run impact of every decision that you take or make in your life. Untando will always be Untando Kapesh. Upesh, we might say Ukantando, but if ever the guy decides to get married to someone else, we're not gonna remind him that much. But it's different when it comes to a woman. Why? We live in a patriarchal society. Women often face harsh judgments and scrutiny. We can't run away from that. We can't. So I don't think women really look at this deep. We live in a double standard society where a woman is judged harshly compared to a man in a similar situation. You can post a naked, like a picture of the two of you naked, a man and a woman. Guess who's gonna be judged harshly? And I don't think women, you really look at the impact this is gonna have on your future relationships. You are posting this man you are not married to publicly on international platforms. And you don't think of the fact that what if this goes south? What if he does not get married to me? Imagine that, picture this. You end up breaking up with that guy you've been posting for 5 years straight on international platforms. You end up not marrying that guy, or that guy deciding to marry someone else. And then you move on with your life, you meet someone else, and you get married to that guy. Imagine the hate and the harsh, cruel comments your husband is gonna receive because of you and the decisions that you decided to take. Your husband is gonna suffer the consequences of the actions that you took in his absence. Imagine you're posting a picture of you and your husband years later, and in the comment section, there are people who are still referring you to your previous partner that you broke up with like 5 years ago. They still name you as Usihle Kasipho. Imagine that. Because of that, your husband can't even post you on his socials, because when he posts you, people will still go run in his comment section and say, oh, but Usihle Kasipho lo. They will remind your husband that you once belonged to Usipho, who is no longer in the picture. So women, really look at this tip, and I use the word danger for a reason, because it's dangerous to post someone you're not married to publicly. I see WhatsApp. WhatsApp keeps no record. You can post and the status disappear after 24 hours, but on social media platforms that are international, your history is never going to be erased. Now, quick example, guys. I remember there's this video of these two girls. I believe they were still in their early varsity years. They were having the best time of their lives. And I remember there was a video of them. It refaces time and time again. So this girl who is light skinned, she was wearing like a gray jeans and this sexy black top that is like a lingerie, okay? And it was two of them. They were dancing in the background song. I remember it was a song by something Soweto, right? And this guy who is really old, has a big nose, he took a video of them, like a selfie video where he was showing himself and the two girls in the background. The same guy later posted a picture of these two girls. Now, in this time around, they were in bed and they were wrapped up in duvet. So you can see that they were naked. They were wrapped up in blankets and they were having the time of their lives, taking pictures. They were not thinking much. Guys, remember, everything you do, no matter how little your decision making you do, the decision you take, it's gonna follow you like a shadow for the rest of your life. They didn't think much. They were posting on the internet, not thinking much. Years later, the girl was, dating someone else. And the picture that they showed of her, you could see she is all grown up, matured, and, just minding her business, going on about her life. But there was someone who mixed her picture when she was still in bed with that guy, like in that white duvet, that white blanket that she wrapped herself around with. And that person mixed that picture and her current picture where she was with her partner. And for me, it took me like a while, just a moment to really jog the memory back. Oh, this is the girl who was dancing with that other girl in that place, wherever it was. And this person wrote a caption of like, do you still remember this girl? And a lot of people ran to the comment section and they were throwing harsh comments, saying all kinds of disrespecting things to her. They were not judging the guy. In fact, the guy was applauded that, wow, you got yourself like nice things. But this girl, she received judgment, backlash, faced online harassment and everything, guys, that was not right. So you can see the picture of where I'm going with this. The internet does not forget. How many more relationships is this girl gonna get into, and she will be reminded of her past? Uguti, this is where you come from. Whether you were once living the lifestyle with Abu Sugar daddies, and you were being done all sort of things behind the scenes, and now you want something straight and you wanna get married. What happened to your blessings? The one that you were giving things for free. And you are gonna be reminded every now and again. So hence the reason why I'm making this video of expanding on the dangers of posting publicly a man that you're not married to. Ladies, your reputation matters. Not only it matters to you, but it matters to you, your family, and your future husband. So this posting of a man that you're not married to, and he's doing all things that are not right in front of the public eye to you, it's gonna affect your future and your future spouse. So trade carefully, guys. It is very important. Keep it safe, play it safe. It's better safe than sorry. Okay? So guys, for me, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a foolish move to publicly post a man that you're not married to, because that leaves a record and it leaves visible tabs that you once dated so and so, and that is not good. Not good for you, not good for your reputation as well as your dignity.